this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me again today. And today our project is this card. This is, actually, you can see this is not an actual card. This is the crib sheet that we got with our make and take back in April at On Stage. So this is one of our make and take projects that we should have made at the event, but I never ever make mine. I don't really like crafting in those conditions. I always bring mine home to do, and I'm just getting around to making up this make and take today. So I thought rather than do it on my own, I would do it with you. You can see some of the pieces that we got in this in our make and takes. We got a little bit of twine, one of these embellishments that goes with this set, note card, one of our note cards, and somewhere an envelope to put that in, 2 pieces of DSP, of designer series paper, which is from the Come Sailing Home pack of DSP, and which has been cut already for us to the right sizes, so that's great. Little piece of watercolor paper, bit balmy blue, a bit of crumb cake, and a little bit of soft suede, I think that is. Not going to use all of these pieces. As you can see on the picture, there was the greeting was cut out with a stitch die, and there was a die cut steering wheel. What's it called? I don't know if it's called a steering wheel on a boat, whatever it's called. I'm sure there must be a more complicated name than that. But actually we didn't have any dies at, On Stage, because the shipment had been held up in customs, so we didn't have any dies. So I haven't got the steering wheel, and actually I've decided to change mine up just a little bit, but I'm going to stick to most of it. So I'm going to move everything out of the way and start with my note card and this piece of designer series paper. This is one of the papers that is in my mini paper share. If you're interested, if you'd like to get your hands on some of the designer series paper, the pattern papers in our catalogue, but don't want to spend a fortune on it, doing a paper share is one of the ways to do it. And I'm offering a mini paper share, which is 4 packs of paper. You get a quarter pack of each of the packs of paper. So pop over and have a look on my blog, or at there's another video on my channel. You could go and have a look at that. So I'm going to stick this. They've cut this paper to exactly fit the front of the note card. I never do that with my cards. I always have a little border, but hey ho, we're making their card, so we will do what they've done. So I'm just taking my Tombow, just going to glue around the edges here, hoping you can see that I'm not off camera. It's actually Father's Day today when I'm filming this, so I did think that I might recreate this card for my dad for Father's Day, but I've missed it now. And if you've seen my blog from Father's Day, you will see I actually made him one with boats from Lilypad Lake, which I like. It's another sailing theme set. So this is going to layer exactly on our note card, and because we're using Tombow, we'll be able to wiggle it around a little bit if we need to, but that's perfect. There we go. So that's one layer of DSP, and then we've got another piece here that's got knots on one side and kind of a map, sort of a nautical map on there, and I'm going to use that side, so I'm going to mount that. And on the example, they didn't do theirs actually very symmetrically, I don't think, but actually I'm a symmetrical girl, so I am going to do it symmetrical. So just spread this glue out. It's coming to the end, this glue, a little bit, I think. So I'm going to have to invest in a new one eventually, although I think they're still stuck in customs, the Tombows, so don't think they're available at the moment. So don't forget, if you did want to recreate any of this project, everything is available in my online store, which is down in the description. There's a link to it. Somebody said to me the other day, I love all the cards you make, but I don't know where to buy all those things. And I thought, oh gosh, did I not actually mention that you can buy them from my shop? That's a bit remiss of me. Right, okay, next. I've taken a little bit of watercolour paper, and I have just done a very pale watercolour, very rough watercolour wash. I can't do it on camera because it will take too long to dry and then I won't be able to stick it. But basically I just used a very small block and pushed that into the balmy blue stamp pad, and then took my aqua painter, picked up the colour and just swooshed on the card. And that is going to go on there like that, just to give a little bit of a background. so it's not too much. But and also this this watercolour paper is slightly off-white. It's not as bright as Whisper White, which I quite like for this card. So just finished gluing that, and that pops in the middle there. So I'm doing mine with even edges all the way round, like so. Now, when it came to the die, the stamp, we had the stamp set at on stage, but we didn't have any dies, so I've had to fussy cut my lighthouse out today because we didn't have the dies to cut it. Now, I don't know if you can see, but I have started to just colour this a bit, and the way I've done that is just by taking my Wink of Stella. This is my clear, sure it's a clear Wink of Stella, and it's meant to just give a shiny sheen, but what it also does is it will move the ink around a little bit, and it just blends it. You could do it with aqua painter as well, or you could do it with one of our blends pens. I'm not sure that it's particularly appropriate me doing it with the Wink of Stella, because it's giving it a little bit of a shine, and I'm not sure lighthouses need a bit of a shine, but actually I'm just going over this because it just makes it just come to life a little bit, I think. Actually, I might just go down there and just colour that bit. There's no ink here, but if I pull a little bit of ink over, that colours that. And then just down here to do the rocks as well. So it was stamped in Night of Navy. There we go. There, like that. Yeah, that looks like a lot better than just the stark image. And I've already put some dimensionals on the back here, so I'm just going to take the backs off my dimensionals with my good old tweezers again, like so, and just put my lighthouse. So this is the lighthouse from the set. The set also has some boats in it, which I quite like, and then some sentiments. So I'm just going to stamp my lighthouse about there and hope it's straight. There we go. And then we need two more elements that I'm going to use on my card. First of all, I'm going to do a sentiment, which is going to be just happy birthday. I'm not a great fan of flowery sentiments, and let hope be your anchor through the storms of life. I wasn't sure I actually know anyone that I would, there's certainly not a man that I would be sending this card to. So I decided it would be much more useful to be a happy birthday card. So just taking, now this has become my go-to happy birthday. It's from the Perennial Birthday set, and it's just such a lovely size and a lovely font. It's not too fussy, so it's suitable for men and women. I just love that stamp. I've pressed it far too hard into the stamp pad there. Oh, now I've dropped the stamp pad and got ink all over myself. Excellent. Let's just wipe my hands. Luckily I had a tissue handy. There we go. Right, okay, and then I'm going to use the tailored punch to punch out my greeting. So I've done it on Balmy Blue with Night of Navy ink. Punch that out, and then that is going to go on my card there, and it should link up with the Balmy Blue in the DSP and the Night of Navy from the stamping that I've done. So I am going to put some, I'm not going to put one at this end because otherwise it will stand proud of the lighthouse. I'm going to put them at this end, and I'll put a little bit of glue on the other end, so just so that it sticks to the lighthouse. There we go. So just take my Tombow and put that there. There we go. And then that is going to go on there, like so. And then the last little touch is the little trinket that can't remember what these are actually called. That's going to go there, and I've put on some, this is navy and Sahara sand twine, which is very, just fits this theme really nicely. So that's going to go on there, and I've already put, don't know if you can see that on the camera, two, try and catch it light, two half mini dimensionals on there, because otherwise they're too big and they will show. There we go. Take them off and just put my anchor there like that, and it's standing a bit proud. And then I'm just going to bring in some scissors and trim. And there we are. That's my card. That's my make and take from On Stage. Very nice card for a mail, I think. Several elements there, but they all coordinate as always so nicely for Stampin' Up. So I hope you've enjoyed my project today. As I said, if you wanted to get your hands on this DSP, it is part of my mini paper share at the moment. You can get a sample of a quarter of a pack of each of 4 packs of paper for £12.50, include it being posted to you. So that's quite a saving for you. So just give me an email. The email will be below on the comments below the video. But thank you for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed that. Have a lovely day, and I'll look forward to you joining me again another time. Thanks very much. Bye bye.